welcome back to Swatchfest. Welcome to my nail rack wall. So yeah, I have been wanting to make myself a nail rack wall like this forever. Basically, it's like getting rid of all those plastic nail racks that I have bought on Amazon. I'm actually thinking about putting them, because I do have more polish to display, obviously. Well, not obviously. If you know me, obviously this is not all the polish that I want to display. But I did go to Home Depot. Tim and I spent the entire day yesterday figuring out, what we wanted as of shelves and then putting them up here. And then figuring out that the polish was super heavy, so having to like re-stabilize them and everything. So yeah, this is what my background's gonna look like for a little bit, just because it makes me so happy to look at this polish. In case you're new, I have been collecting polish for a long time and reviewing it for my channel, and that is the reason why I have tons and tons of nail polishes. But if you are a nail polish addict like I am, you kind of understand the situation behind me. Literally looking at polish in this way, it just makes me so happy. For spatial, organization reasons, I have a lot of polish in Helmers. But I have really, just always, ever since I started a collection, wanted to have them up on the walls. I know it's not really necessarily as practical. Hopefully there's no earthquakes or anything, but I figure if there's an earthquake, they're all coming down anyway. It doesn't really matter what situation I have, they're all gonna be broken anyway. But so anyway, this is what it looks like now, and it just makes me so happy to look at them like that. So I hope it makes you guys happy when you are hanging out with me in here. There is not a lot of light in here right now. I know this. I still don't have like a centralized light. So I just have like my two main lights. I have some window light coming on me. Hopefully it's okay. I'm also super casual. Can you guys tell? I have, Tim is leaving tomorrow to be gone for a whole week on a business trip, and I need to take Salem to a birthday party tonight. So I'm super casual. I like to get all glammed up for my videos because I love playing with makeup. Besides nail polish, I really love makeup. And so I usually glam myself up for videos because it's fun for me. But I just literally didn't have time today, and I still wanted to talk with you guys. And actually, it's probably like 2 o'clock right now. Maybe I should have breakfast or something. I don't know. I've been too busy. I've been organizing this. And so anyway, I think after I'm done filming this for you guys, I'll sit down, have a little food while I edit, and hopefully get this uploaded not too late tonight. But that's why I'm super casual, because I just thought you guys won't care. I will just get on here and we'll just be comfy. And this actually might be the shirt that I was wearing in the very last video I uploaded, which I filmed like a week and a half ago, but it just so happens that I really love this shirt. It's just incredibly comfortable, and I just was wearing it again today, and I thought to myself, I think that's what I was wearing in the video I put up. It wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. So anyway, all kinds of casual here today, but you guys know me, that's kind of how I am. But we're gonna get to talking about nail polish. If you didn't know, on this channel, we like nail polish. So on Swatchfest, which happens every Saturday, I talk about 10 random polishes from my stash. I try not to talk about anything that I've talked about super recently, and in fact, I'm trying to like completely go through my stash and not repeat anything. But I may throw a few things in here. We have been doing Swatched for a long time, so real OGs, you might see stuff that you have seen before. But let's go ahead and get into this swatching. I actually have a few things that I didn't really like this week. But you guys don't mind, right? You still want to hang out with me? Even though probably about half of these polishes were kind of a little bit of a letdown. But yeah, let's get into it. Talk about casual. This has been my favorite lip product all week. We're just wearing lip balm today. That's what's up. I'm also standing today, you guys might be able to notice. When I was sitting, you just couldn't see as much as the polish. And when I go to edit this, it's going to make me happy to be able to see it. Since you guys are here, I know you enjoy nail polish, so you will probably enjoy seeing the nail polish, but I know for me, when I'm editing it, I'm going to want to be able to see as much polish as I can. So yeah, I'm standing. It's kind of fun. I think I'll have better posture this way. I might be a little bit more crazy this way. I don't know, freedom of movement. So let's talk about polish. This first polish we're going to talk about today is from Avon, and this is, I'm probably going to be featuring some Avon for a while because I did haul like 15 of them or so last week or the week before or something. So today we're looking at one called Ruby Slipper, and this is definitely, a ruby scarlet red, and it has lots of silver holographic in it, and I liked it. This one was good. This one was a good two-coater. It's just a really beautiful way to wear a red. moving on to orange, and we already have one that I didn't really love. So this is from the brand Nails Inc. And if you haven't ever tried them before, they are carried at Ulta. They are a little bit higher price than I like to spend on nail polish. So all the Nails Inc. I've basically picked up in the bargain bin. Now you guys can let me know what you think about this, but I think I maybe have only ever tried one Nails Inc. polish that I actually truly liked. All the rest of them let me down. They're either way too sheer, the formula is just kind of not too good. Do you think it's because I'm picking them up in the bargain bin? Like, if you know a Nails Inc. polish that you just love, let me know what it is. But this one is called Wellington Square, and again, this one was just kind of a bummer. Well, on 3 coats, it was actually pretty doable, and it's a beautiful sherbet orange. So if you're willing to go ahead and do those 3 coats, but sometimes with some formulas, like the I Love Nail Polish review that you're going to see coming up next on my channel, basically all of those were 3 coaters, but I didn't mind because you want to go with sheer coats so that you can really see all the holographic and stuff coming through. Sometimes with the cream polish, I just get too impatient, and when you have something like the Zoya polishes that are just so good in 1 coat now, how they're coming out with these great 1-coater creams, and other brands too, you just think, well, why am I doing 3 coats for a cream polish? It's going to take forever to dry, and it's just not worth it. So I get a little bit impatient and I put them on too fast, and then it doesn't go on very evenly. So anyway, long story short, I didn't love this. I did pick it up for 97 cents at Ulta though, so it's not a big loss. But the color is really pretty. I just didn't appreciate the process. You know, it's all about the journey. Isn't that what they say about life? It's not about the final destination, or wait. Maybe it is also about the final destination, but isn't life supposed to be about the journey, like having happiness along the journey? Anyway, I wasn't happy on the journey. My nails are also kind of messy today because I nicked them. I mean, understandable, right? I was organizing all these polishes. By the way, I fully nominate whichever one of you is the most awesome at organizing to come help me fix this situation. I mean, I did the best that I could, but I understand that it could look way more awesome. But yeah, let's move on to pink. Okay, pink is for Model's Own. I think I said last time that this was my last one. I think this is my last one. This one's called Cerise, and it makes me think of my sister. Her name is Charisse. Anyway, this is actually a pretty good one. Like I said in the last time I reviewed these, they're mostly all pretty sheer. They're color chrome polishes, so they're supposed to look like a chrome look on the nail, which can show a lot of brush strokes and stuff like that. Most of them were pretty sheer, but this one was not. I liked this in 2 coats. I think out of all the ones from this collection, this is definitely one of my favorites. So if you weren't planning on, these did come to me as a gift, so I'm not actually sure the best way to purchase these, but if you were planning on purchasing any of these, I really like this one. Next up for today is our yellow. I always try to put a yellow in here. I picked up a number of more yellow polishes the other day. You guys know I have such a soft spot for yellow. When I was at Rite Aid yesterday, I noticed that Wet n Wild has some more yellow polishes. They actually have this new display. It had yellows and greens and oranges. It had a lot of other things, but my eye always zones in on those because I always need more yellows to swatch for Swatchfest, so I picked those up, and they were also 40% off. So $2 polish, 40% off, that's a pretty good deal. I think they were like 89 cents or something. Well, no, I don't know. They were close. Mathematically, that wouldn't really work out to 40%, but they were something like that. I also picked up the orange because I also always need oranges, but look at these fun greens that I picked up. This here This one is like one of my very favorite shades of green. Who's with me? It is so fun. It's cool. So it's not an overly warm green, you know, in comparison to something like this. It's just so fun. It's so bright. I mean, we'll see if it has a good formula. I hope it does. I haven't been to Rite Aid in like a month because I just hadn't been to one around here, and the one where I used to live was so close to my house, I was always popping into there. So I don't know if these are super new or not, but I picked them up because they're new to me. And look at this color. Isn't this fun? Definitely like a pea green. Really, really fun. It's called Split Pea Soup. And then this other one is called Let Us Be Friends. So I love those. You know, I won't tell you for sure I recommend them right now because I haven't swatched them yet. But, you know, they will be soon to come on Swatchfest. We are talking about yellow, though. That was a big sidetrack to tell you about yellow. So this is a Butter London polish I picked up at Marshall's. It's called Cheeky Chops. I had really high hopes for this, as I always do for yellow polishes, because I love yellow. And because it's called Cheeky Chops. That's just so fun to say. I mean, say that a few times. That'll cheer you up a little bit. Cheeky Chops, Cheeky Chop. That's actually a tongue twister. Okay, now I just gave you guys a tongue twister to say. Cheeky Chops, Cheeky Chops, Cheeky Chops, Cheeky Chops. That's really fun. So anyway, Cheeky Chops. I was really hoping it would be cheekily awesome. It's just okay. I mean, so many yellow polishes let me down, which is the trouble with having such an obsession with yellow polishes. I just always want them to be so great, but yellow polishers are really hard for brands to do and get them nice and opaque. This did take at least 3 coats, and even then I could still see some streaks. So if you see this, unless you're absolutely obsessed with yellow like me, I would say pass on this one. I did pick it up at Marshall's though, so you know, you weren't paying the full Butter London price, but I mean, imagine if you had bought this at full Butter London price and then it had not been very good like you're about to see. That would be a bummer. So let's talk about green. This is from the brand Poparazzi. I have had some very nice polishes from them in a few of my swatch fests recently, but this one is not nice. This is called Perfect Pistachio. It is not perfect. It looks like a perfect pistachio in the bottle, and I love pistachio. Oh my goodness, pistachio ice cream is one of my favorite. Pistachio pudding. Can you tell that I haven't had any food today? Sometimes when I get too busy, especially working on a project like with nails and something, I just totally skip food. Do you guys do that? It's really bad. You shouldn't do it. But yeah, I'm like, I sit there and I'm like, I should stop and eat something. I'm like, nah, I just want to get done what I'm working on. So anyway, this is a beautiful color, but on the nails you will see it is so sheer, like the sheerest, sheer. At one coat, I was like, oh no, this is gonna take about 5 coats to get it opaque enough to look like this. I mean, that's the problem with sheer polishes. The bottle kind of lies. It's like the cake is a lie. The bottle is a lie. It's not gonna look like that unless you do enough coats that your fingers are a goopy, sticky mess. Kind of like Honor's Polish Mountain. She didn't wait enough time in between polishes for it not to be sticky, but that was the cuteness of it. When I saw that she started doing that, like literally that's when I flipped the camera on. When I saw that she went like, she polished her fingers and then she immediately went and polished them again, and I was like, oh, that's it. That's how I knew I had to turn the camera on. So anyway, yeah, this one was a letdown. I don't recommend it. Out of all the Poparazzi polishes at CVS sitting there on the display, I thought this one looked, you know, maybe one of the funnest, but it was not so fun. Okay, sorry, my blue is another disappointment. I don't know, maybe some of you guys will like these. And as always, these are just my opinions. Maybe you guys will love the ones that I didn't like. In fact, you guys often tell me in the comment section when you like the ones that I didn't like, which is good. I'm glad we all have different opinions, or else the world would be really boring. This is Revlon Sky's the Limit, and it's a Color Stay Gel Envy formula. I picked this up at Big Lots, so I was not paying, you know, full Gel Envy price. I really like the Gel Envy brand. I think Revlon actually is one of the better brands with their gel-like polishes, although you guys know my opinion on that. Yeah, I didn't like this one though. It is kind of a silvery, it's what I have on my nails, the one that's all chipped from working on my project. It's a silvery blue, which is really pretty, but it needed 2 to 3 coats, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling the look of it. I think I was frustrated with the 2 to 3 coat nonsense. By the time I'd gotten to this one, my orange, yellow, green, and now this one all needed so many coats, and I was like, where have all the good polishes gone? It's like that Paula Cole song, where have all the polishes gone? But yeah, anyway, that's what it really made me think of. I love Paula Cole. That makes me miss the 90s. Anyway, we were talking about this. Really, it's not as dramatic as I just made it sound, but it was kind of fitting, that song. So let's see how it swatches. So what movies did I watch this week? I went to Suicide Squad. I did note that in last week's video. I went to Suicide Squad. I really loved it. I started rewatching the Twilight series because the first one was on sale on Vudu, and I think I have all the rest of them. But this time it was really interesting rewatching it with my now 12-year-old. That's really weird to say. He's 12 now. Yep, he's 12 now. 12-year-old son kind of coming in and out of the room, just telling me, oh my goodness, Mom, this is so stupid. This love triangle is so stupid. That was the part that he thought was the worst. And the fact that Jacob always had his shirt off. This is so dumb, Mom. This is so dumb. It was pretty funny, you know, even though Tim's been saying that forever. But it's funny listening to a 12-year-old's opinion of it. Some of the fight scenes I think he liked. They were fun. Like, he liked watching the vampires in the third one gets their, like, heads chopped off like they were stone. Anyway, so that's what we were watching this week, and I think we rented a couple other movies and we didn't get around to watching them, but it's been a really busy week. I finally got Lincoln back into school. He got on a suitable bus route. He had his first day of school that he went, it took them 2 hours to get him home. We've got it down to an hour now, but the school is like half an hour to 40 minutes away with traffic that he's going to, so I felt like an hour was okay, you know, with having to get other kids on the bus and stuff. So he's finally into school. My kids got sick this week too. It's been kind of a crazy week, but not for the things that you want them to be crazy for. You know how sometimes people describe vomiting as like people blowing chunks? Like, I actually got to watch that this week. So yeah, that's what it was like this week, both in the house and then in the car. That was the really fun one. But it was good because I really needed to clean up my car. I'm one of these kind of people that I'm like, instead of being like, oh man, my life sucks, I'm like, okay, well, I really needed to clean up my car, so maybe that was the thing to make me clean up my car, you know what I mean? So let's talk about purple. This purple's gonna find its way right up there. My OPIs have like 2 full shelves, but they're doubled up, and so I might need to shift some more stuff down. But anyway, gotta find some room for this lady. This one's called Louvre Me Not, because love is spelled like Louvre, like the museum. This is a really pretty plummy, it's kind of like a plum fuchsia shimmer, really pretty purple. I had never even heard of this polish before, but I liked it a lot. This one had decent coverage. next up we're going to talk about neutrals. So this is from the brand e.l.f. and this is called Glamour Girl. I wish that e.l.f. would put their polishes back up, like all of them back up for sale on their website, because I think that they do have pretty good polish. I have noticed that they separate their color out really quickly. Some brands don't as much, like Zoya. Only some of Zoya's polishes, you know how when you're rearranging your polish you find a lot of them separated and stuff? I heard they had to shake up any Zoya's. China Glaze I had to shake up a lot. I almost had to shake up no OPIs, maybe like one of them. So that's good. But you know, it's pretty consistent in the polish world. You basically just need to reshake a polish and it comes back to life. But e.l.f. does, you know, tend to separate quite a bit. But this one's really cool. It's a neutral, like a tanny neutral cream with tons of gold shimmer in it. I really liked this. This is good at almost just one coat. I did 2 coats, but yeah, I wish that they would be back up on the website. I almost feel like they're just like relics in my collection now, because, or vintage or something, because you can't even find them anymore. I don't know why that is. Okay, so this last part of the video, the purple neutral glitter and of course my A+ polish, I really did like. So this glitter I also picked up at Marshall's. It's a beautiful Sally Hansen mix of like a very white, yellow gold and holographic gold glitters, and it's in a clear base. This is called Crown Jewels. This is really beautiful. I put this over the purple that I just showed you 2 polishes before this one. It looks good over lots and lots of things. It looks good over blues. I mean, as you can imagine, it's a really versatile polish and really multifunctional. So for that reason, I like it. It can be very useful to me. So yes, I definitely recommend. Alright, so we have arrived at A+ polish spots. So if you're new here, I picked 1 polish out of all the 10 that I randomly picked from my stash to swatch for you. And whichever one was my very favorite, that one is my A+ polish. So today it's going to come from the brand Polish. One of the videos that you will see coming up on my channel, you're still going to see the I Love Nail Polish one, but I have a review from the brand Polish. It's spelled P-A-H-L-I-S-H. We're going to look at their Hot House Flowers collection, which is gorgeous, and I did speak with the owner and she is restocking, so if you go look for them, I think she said she's trying to restock almost everything by the 30th. So we're going to see that video coming up. I did pick up a couple of new collections from Simple Colors that are at the drugstore. I'm trying to decide though if I have time to swatch them, because there's so much stuff coming out right now. You know how we've talked about before how sometimes things go in lulls? It's where there's like nothing's being released and then it's like a ton of stuff being released. So that's what it's kind of like right now. Anyway, okay, so lots of stuff to look forward to, but what I was getting to is that the Polish collection of the Hot House Flowers, it's not their fall collection or anything, but when I was looking on their website, I just couldn't resist. There were too many beautiful colors. So I went ahead and purchased it, and everyone that was purchasing within a certain time frame received this special bespoke batch polish. So anyway, this is called the Man in Black, and this was so cool. So it's a dark gray / black holographic polish. So holographic through and through linear, but then there's awesome, it's like an iridescence going between green and blue glitters in here. Super, super pretty. It's just chock full of them. The only thing about this polish is I think so that you could see the glitter so well, she had to make it a little bit on the sheerer side, so you do need to do like lighter coats and build it up for 3 coats to get that full coverage. Or you could just take your favorite black, and mine is Pretty Serious Absence. This is just divine, buttery goodness in 1 coat, in like 0.5 coats. This is good in 0.5 coats. Anyway, put one coat of your black down and then you can put this baby on top. Alright guys, so we have reached the end. I know I talked really fast today. I'm just kind of in one of these supercharged moods. So I hope you had some fun hanging out with me today. I hope you had a nice time listening to the music. That is one of my favorite things about Swatchfest, is preparing the music for me. I don't know what the banging sound is going on behind me, and there's a fly in here again, of course. There's these flies. Flies are the bane of my existence, but they somehow got into my house again. Actually, I know how. It's been so nice here lately that I've just kind of let the door open. But anyway, they're like doing some banging in the garage. I better go figure out what that is. Mommy always needs to come running whenever something crazy is going on. So, yeah, I lost my train of thought. I was telling you guys, thanks for coming to hang out with me today. Hope you're having a super awesome one. Go out and have a really great and safe weekend. Stop back in next week for all my videos I have planned for you. Tim's going to be gone, so in reality, I'm going to be editing my buns off because we won't be doing any like fun couple stuff together at night. Not like that, but you know, that like watching movies and TV and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have probably lots of free time to edit. So I'm gonna try to get a lot of videos up. I haven't done one of those weeks where I do like a video every day in a little while. So maybe we'll do that this week. Anyway, take care you guys. I love you so much. Mwah. Bye. The shade is just totally on trend right now. I can think of a few, you know, OPI polishes that are maybe trying to be similar to this, but honestly, they can't even get close with formula. So definitely loved Bare. Next up, we're gonna look at the polish called Skin. And so this one is different from